In a world where dogs are everything, here's mine, Maxie, as I'm sure you've seen before. Say hello. Over there. No, over there. Over there. But without further ado, I'm just going to cut straight to the case, or in this case, the story. The story for this movie is a lot more simple than the first one. I will say that this story is more about the apes living their lives peacefully and the humans trying to rebuild and regain the world that they lost. And tensions arise when those two worlds meet, essentially. And you have a dick human being who causes a lot of trouble, and then you have a dick ape who causes a lot of trouble. And that's pretty much the whole story. I don't really want to go into it too much because usually with these reviews I tell you the whole story and go into detail, and I will go into detail, but I don't want to go too much into the story. I just want you guys to experience, if you haven't seen it, I want you guys to experience this for yourself. Oh yeah, I mentioned it in the story. I didn't really go into detail, but this movie really does it does a good job of showing you how far the apes have come and how low. It shows you how far and how much the apes have come, but it compares that to how much the humanity has lost and how much they're trying to regain. It's not really a core part of the story, but it is shown in great detail the comparison between the ape community and the human community. Andy Serkis again gives an Oscar-winning worthy performance. Okay, but it wasn't actually Andy Serkis' performance for this movie that I was blown away by. Now, he's great. He's fantastic as Caesar. The performance that blew me, the motion capture performance that blew me away in this movie was actually not Andy Serkis, even though it was amazing. It was to be expected. The amazement of his performance was to be expected. But who really surprised me was Toby Kebbell, who played Koba in this movie. He was amazing. It's not necessary. It's his performance as Koba, because he's amazing in it. But it's also the character of Koba himself. The character of Koba itself is amazing. How he's written into the movie, kind of steals the show as the villain. They could have gone the easy route and made Dreyfus or whatever the character that Gary Oldman plays. I mean, in the trailers, we didn't really see much of Koba being who he is in the movie. In the trailers, it was very well hidden, right? But I just love how Dreyfus is like the villain when you're first going into it. But then as the movie progresses, like for the first time viewer of this movie, as it progresses, you don't really expect it to happen. You don't really expect Koba to turn on his fellow apes, just so he can cause a war, just so he can rule over the humans out of revenge and hatred. The writing for this movie is amazing. I cannot stress that enough. The writing for this movie is so good. Alright, so I'm gonna get a little deep here, but I gotta say that this movie, when it comes to Koba and Caesar, seeing the differences between the two and seeing what one represents and what the other represents, it's a really great clash of morality. Seeing someone who actually has morals, who's only seeking peace and the right way of life, clashing with someone who is so full of vengeance and hatred in his heart. And not to get too deep, as I said, but this movie really is about is a clash of morals. It's the fight of morality, and it could have, like as I said, the easy way to do it would have been to have it being the human, and it, like the villain being the human, and the protagonist being the ape, but they didn't go that route. They made it grey, but the moral of this story is that anyone can be like Koba, but also anyone can be like Caesar. And I love that when you really go deep and looking deep to this movie, that's what it's real. It's one of the things that it's showing you. Anyway, that's all my thoughts. I'm gonna not quickly. However long I want, I'm gonna go through my favorite moments. Jeez. So Apes' first visit. This is the moment when Caesar brings a hell of a lot more than 80 apes to all the humans to give them a warning, like, that's your home. Up there in the redwoods is our home. Just do not cross over. Just, we're all living in peace, so don't try anything. I like it. Also, I like it mainly because, seeing all the apes stand up against the humans, but and it really puts in perspective of how powerful, if they really wanted to, this army of apes are. Another favorite moment: Koba rises / war begins. That whole scene is amazing, and I love it. It's so damn good. My gosh, I can't get enough of this movie. But that whole scene was fantastic, very well done. And it's I love it because it's the point in the movie where you go, oh shit, things just got fucking real. Where it all began. The scene where Caesar, the place where, back at the house where he was raised at, and he picks up the camera and sees an old video of him and his, I guess you could say, adopted father, and him teaching Caesar how to sign. And I just really like that scene. First time watching it, I cried. A man cried. And last and final favorite moment is the end fight. That whole scene is great, especially when Koba is like shooting at other apes and Caesar's and one bullet gets Maurice, and because Caesar and Maurice are like kind of close buds, Caesar's like, no, fucking kill you! Oh man, I love that, so good. You are not ape. Probably this is the wrong animal. Wow, I look like a complete fucking idiot. Yeah, don't look at me like that, Maxie. I know that look. You're an idiot look. Me. Right? I get it. Anyway, how long have I been going for? Whoa! That's it, guys. That's it for this review. For Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I will see you in my review for War for the Planet of the Apes. I cannot wait! Guys, it's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. See you then.